Hi guys, welcome to my channel Keep Calm and Love Maths. So today we will discuss about part 2, that is from the chapter of matrices. So today we will discuss about the types of matrices. So in the last class we have discussed up to what is a rectangular matrix and what is a square matrix and what is a submatrix and the number of elements in a matrix and the order of a matrix. So I hope all the things which we have discussed already it's clear to you. So now if you are new to my channel, then please do subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon to get the notifications. And so let's start the session. So types of matrices. First of all, we get a null matrix. So if in a matrix, if all the entities in the matrix are all 0, then this matrix is called a null matrix or a zero matrix. So if all the elements in a matrix are all 0, then this matrix is called null matrix or a zero matrix. Also called zero matrix. And the null matrix is generally denoted by the letter O. So it is denoted by O. So here I am writing in letters zeros so that you don't get confused. So O is equal to, suppose we have a 2 by 2 matrices, that is, so the matrix O in which all the elements are 0, so here all the elements in the row and in the columns are 0, therefore it is a null matrix or zero matrix. Next we have a term that is diagonal elements. We have a term diagonal elements. So first of all you have to know what are the diagonal elements in a matrix. So in a matrix, the elements Aij, where I equals z, that means the elements whose number of row, for I equals z means the element in that row or that column. So I equals z means number of rows and number of columns equals same. That means suppose there is a matrix, suppose we have a matrix 2 0 5 0 4 7 4 1 1 minus 1. Let us assume that this is a matrix. Here the element 2 is in the position A11, that means the element is in first row and first column, so it is written as 1 1. Now the element 7, it is A22, that means the elements is in second row and second column, therefore it is written as A22. And the element minus 1, it is in the position A33, because this element minus 1 is in the third row in the third column. So here I write the elements Aij for I equals z. These elements form a diagonal of a matrix. So in a matrix the elements Aij are called diagonal of the matrix. So here the diagonal of this matrix is this. including the elements 2, 7 and minus 1, right? So we have come to know the term diagonal elements of a matrix. But now, what is a diagonal matrix? So, diagonal matrix So I have a request for you all guys. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, then please subscribe to my channel and also share with your friends. So diagonal matrix. In a matrix, you have to take in a square matrix. Square matrix means where number of rows and number of columns are equal. In a square matrix, if the elements except the diagonal are all 0, then it is called diagonal matrix. So in a square matrix, square matrix means number of columns and number of rows are equal. In that matrix, if the elements except the diagonal elements को छोड़ के, if all the elements are all 0, then this matrix is called diagonal matrix. Now, I would like to tell you that in a matrix, the diagonal is also called principal diagonal or leading diagonal. So, at a matrix of diagonal dalog principal diagonal blue column, principal diagonal, and also called leading diagonal. These all the terms are same. So diagonal means leading diagonal and principal diagonal of that matrix. So this is the definition of diagonal matrix. Let's see with an example what is a diagonal matrix. By definition of this diagonal matrix, it says that the elements except the diagonal So in this matrix, the diagonal elements are this. Suppose this is K. This is the diagonal elements. So except these diagonal elements, if all the elements 0, if all these elements are 0, then this matrix is called diagonal matrix. So diagonal matrix will call it diagonal elements kini bad di baki portion thoka elements kini jodi 0 hoy tente heitoi hobo diagonal matrix. Another example of that, suppose here 2, 5, 9 and these elements are 0. So this is also an example of diagonal matrix. But in this matrix, here we have a point. What is the point? If the diagonal elements are all equal, if the diagonal elements are all same, then this matrix is called scalar matrix. Scalar matrix. This is also another type of matrices. Scalar matrix means if in a matrix if the elements in the leading diagonal are all equal, then this matrix is called scalar matrix. That means at a matrix of diagonal elements kini jodi equal hoy, same hoy, then the matrix to hobo scalar matrix. So in this matrix, the diagonal elements are equal, that is K, and also the other elements are 0. So this is an example of diagonal matrix, as well as this is also an example of scalar matrix. So we have how many types of matrices? So today, first of all, we have learned zero matrix. Secondly, we have discussed scalar matrix, and the third one is diagonal matrix, right? Now, whenever the diagonal elements are one only, then this matrix is called identity matrix. So in this matrix, whenever k is equal to 1, that means the matrix in the form I am writing here 1 1 1. So if in this matrix, if k takes the value 1 only, here the diagonal elements are 1 only, then this matrix is called identity matrix. So identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this is of order 3 by 3, but we can have 2 by 2, 4 by 4, and n by n also. So I am taking the example of order 3 by 3 only. So this matrix is called identity matrix. So number 4 is identity matrix, right? So I hope ekinileke hokole buji paise, aru jodi buja nai comment section ot janabo. Next moi again repeat korim. Aru eta type of matrix ami জানিব পাৰিম। সেইকেইটা হৈছে, এটা হৈছে আপাৰ ডায়াগোনাল মেট্ৰিক্স, এটা হৈছে আপাৰ ট্ৰায়াঙ্গুলাৰ মেট্ৰিক্স, and the another one is lower triangular matrix. So in a square matrix, if the elements above the diagonal in a square matrix, if the elements above the diagonal are 0, then this matrix is called when the elements above the diagonal are 0, then this is called lower triangular matrix. This is called lower triangular. Example is, suppose here is a square matrix. We have to take square matrix only. Suppose this is 3 by 3 matrices. 1. If the elements above the diagonal are all 0, suppose the diagonal is 1 4 5. So here the diagonal elements are 1 4 and 5. If the elements above this all 0, then this matrix is called lower triangular matrix. It is because here you can see the lower side of these elements of the matrix forms a triangle. So this is called lower triangular matrix. So a square matrix means zod number of rows or number of columns equal hoy ten matrix hot. Sorry, diagonal dalar oporot thoka hokolokhini element 0 hoy, diagonal dalat thoka diagonal dalor upor thoka hokolu element jodi 0 hoy, then this matrix is called lower triangular matrix. So I hope this definition is clear to you. We have next lower triangular matrix. So the definition is reverse of that. In a square matrix, if the elements below the diagonal are all 0, then it is called upper triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix. So definition to koa hoise je eta square matrix jodi diagonal dalor tolot thoka hokolu elements khini 0 hoy, then etu hobo upper triangular matrix. So matrix to kenedorar hobo diagonal dalor tolot thoka elements khini 0 hobo. Suppose diagonal dalor thoka element khini hoise 2 5 or 9, ইয়াৰ তলত থকা এলিমেন্টস খিনি 0 হ'ব লাগিব. সাপোজ এইখিনি হৈছে -1 0 3. So here the diagonal elements are 2 5 and 9, and the elements below this diagonal are all 0. So this matrix forms an upper triangle here like this, you can see. So this is called upper triangular matrix. This is called upper triangular matrix. So this is it. So we have here another types, upper triangular matrix, and the number 6, lower triangular matrix. Today we have discussed the types of matrices. First of all, what is a zero matrix we have learned. Next we have scalar matrix, diagonal matrix. Number 4, identity matrix, upper triangular matrix, and lower triangular matrix. And in the next class we will discuss about some algebraic operations on matrices. So if you were enjoying my video and if you think that this video is helpful to you, then please do subscribe to my channel and also share with your friends, cousins. जितना हो सके सबको शेयर कर दीजिए. আপোনালোকে মোৰ ভিডিঅ' লিংকটো সকলোকে শ্বেয়াৰ কৰি দিব যাতে সকলোৱে এই ক্লাছটোৰ বিষয়ে গম পায়. আৰু আপোনালোকে যদি কিবা কোৱাৰি থাকে কমেন্ট সেকশনত জনাব, so that I can improve for the next sessions. So till then, take care and bye bye.